Hey, Steve Riley, welcome to this episode of Great Practice, Great Life. And we have a phenomenal episode for you today with someone who's new to our community who's already making an impact. And that is attorney, and I dare say, athlete, Lea Anne Groover. Lea Anne, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I am fantastic. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, I'm thrilled that you're here, and you're fairly new to the Atticus community. And I think you joined Atticus in a one-on-one capacity, about a year ago?
Yes, exactly.
And how did you get introduced to Atticus? Like, how did you trip into us, or how did we trip into you?
So, a friend introduced me to Mark Powers, and we connected, and he eventually connected me with Teresa, and I am forever grateful.
So you worked with one of our, we've nicknamed them adjunct practice advisors. So in your case, you worked with Teresa Morgan, who is a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal member, and runs a fantastic practice. In fact, she was on, I think, 2 different episodes, but one in particular, she talks about the lifetime legacy. So I'm going to reference that, put that in the show notes. So if anybody wants to check out Teresa and Teresa's story, it's a fantastic story. She's just awesome. And she's going through some challenges right now, right? She's going through some challenges right now, Teresa. So she's been battling breast cancer for a while. So, and I don't want to talk too much about that, but you started with Atticus. And why did you come to Atticus? Like, what was the cause? What was going on?
Well, as a no solo practice, it was very overwhelming. There's so many moving parts, and you the Wonka toy where the thing keeps jumping up. You hit one thing and the other jumps up. It just felt like it was just kind of craziness. And so I sought out some at the advice of a good friend of mine to get a business coach, and that's been a huge help. Has made a tremendous difference in my life.
So there's great things. Like sometimes when you set a goal, it's like dropping a great big rock in a puddle and things splash everywhere. And you start this goal called move, and it caused this massive splash. Right now, there's probably lawyers and team leaders and people thinking this must have cost you time, money, and effort. Like your practice must be suffering from it. And you're shaking your head no. So people watching on YouTube can see you shake your head no, but you're saying no. Why not?
My clarity of mind has improved tenfold to begin with. Just there, I don't focus so much easier to focus, and physically the weight's down. Cholesterol was 200, now it's 130. But then, and the weight we talked about, that's down substantially. My resting heart rate is ridiculous. It was 66. It's now 46.
Oh my God.
Healthy. And, I'll just throw one more tidbit in there about the health because of another one of your podcasts mentioned the health, not the scorecard. You talked about a scorecard.
The happiness scorecard?
Yes. And you know what that was? When was the last time you had a physical? Do you know I hadn't had a physical since 2020?
That's Kevin Snyder, happiness scorecard. Yeah, physical.
And listen, I went to the doctor, and just because family history, they did a heart scan, and I'm in the 90th percentile for calcium buildup. And if I was not exercising, if I was not moving like I'm moving, this time next year would be probably a much different story. It's absolutely amazing. So my cardiologist is all about me doing all this exercise as well. A healthy heart and a strong heart is a healthy heart, he says. So all this physical, great, wellness stuff, mental health, improved the whole thing.
The only other thing that can improve cognitive function better than exercise or as well as exercise is meditation. Their studies actually support that if you're depressed, anxious, you're struggling with mental focus, the most important strategy is actually move and exercise and get your heart rate up, because it actually stimulates that brain. So it's fascinating. It's really great stuff. It's counterintuitive. But we're designed to move as creatures, right? Not designed to do marathons. Yeah, not designed to do marathon sprints or crazy stuff like you're doing. I'm just going to say that right now. You crazy woman. Sprint marathon. Sprint. I don't know. I'm going to have to look this stuff up. Sprint and marathon. That makes no sense. So what other are some of the other byproducts, collateral byproducts of this crazy goal?
That's kind of like the physical and mental health issue. Then just looking at my practice numbers, my revenue's up 30%. My net income, bottom line, is tripled in the past year because I've cleaned out, and my website traffic has doubled.
Why do you think that is? I mean, your income's tripled. We've gone up our gross by 30%. You're focused more on exercise. You're getting your mind clear. What are the three most important things I got to get done today, or three greatest things? What's happening? What are you doing that's causing this?
Well, the part of the focuser is focusing on what's important, and without the focuser, you might be wasting time that is better served elsewhere. The other, this is probably a good part to bring up. What Mark talked me into doing was sending a weekly email about this crazy journey I'm on to Spain. And so I struggle with the marketing piece of this whole puzzle that we have of our private practice. And so he suggested that I send out this email about my journey. And it doesn't feel like I'm marketing at all, because I'm not really talking about, a trust or a will-based plan or a trust-based plan. It's very lighthearted, kind of humorous, funny pictures, stuff, just this kind of wacky stuff that I experience along the way. And the fallout from that, I believe, directly impacts the website traffic. My referrals are coming in, and I'm running into people that are receiving it, and several people tell me that they are enjoying reading my weekly email. Can't wait for the next one, and cheering me on. And so it's just amazing is not enough to describe how the experience that I've had from doing this email.
So Lea Anne, on the marketing front, what would your simple piece of advice be to people about, get out there and start marketing, or get moving on getting new relationships?
Well, for me, it has been the finding my own marketing voice. It is what feels good for me to how I communicate with people, and getting my message out there, and things that I like to talk about, things that I do. And as far as my weekly emails, I love sharing my trials and tribulations. I like making people laugh, and it's a great combination, and it's getting me out there. And again, it's my voice. It doesn't feel like a false front or a marketing effort at all.
It's not. You're sharing your story, you're sharing your trials and tribulations, and I think people can totally relate to that. So I like the way you said that, sharing your marketing voice, but it combines with kind of your great life story. Like, this is my great life adventure. This is what's happening. This is what my life's about right now. And this is what I'm trying to do. And so people can connect and relate to it. I think it's fantastic.